What you're about to see is not real news. It is satire based on real news. The characters you're about to see are not real-life humans. They are frighteningly realistic puppets based on real-life humans. The views expressed in the show are not necessarily those of Starsat, its sponsors, its advertisers, or the nice lady that makes the coffee.
Okay, everybody, let's just go through today's schedule. We've got 375,295 babies being born and 160,032 people dying. Maternity and mortality divisions, are you guys on this?
Sure, boss.
No problem.
All right, let's move on to disasters. Plagues. Any plagues? Maybe an outbreak of... What the hell?
Amanda.
I think that is the new guy, boss.
Amanda.
Hey, what's going on here?
Are you in charge?
Yes?
Good. First of all, we need better clothes. These white things here are very impractical and are very, very boring. Have you got anything in bright colors? Maybe a nice Indonesian print on a long shirt. Yes, very, very nice. All right. Now, I have some other suggestions to improve life. The afterlife conditions here.
But you just got here. Can you believe this guy? Guys, anyone? Hello?
Amanda!
Oh well, if you can't beat them, join them. Amanda!
Folks, sit back, shed a load, and stay tuned for another episode of Puppet Nation.
Why?
Why what?
Why the gagging order?
Because you introduce the show every week, now it's my turn.
I introduce the show every week because I'm...
What? A man?
No, man. It's because I'm...
Black?
Of course not, man.
What then?
I introduce the show because I'm more fun.
Glad to hear it. Would you like to say hello to our fans?
Hello.
Oh dear, I appear to have inadvertently curbed Justice's enthusiasm. I'm sure it'll be back in no time at all. Helen Zille held an emergency meeting last week to discuss a dispute over a heritage site.
A hipster organic market on Oranje farm was being denied a license to operate as it was on an archaeological site where slaves were traded.
Premier Zille, this is quite disturbing.
Yes, it is, Deborah. Organic veggies are delicious.
I mean, it's disturbing that someone would want to operate an organic market on a slave burial ground.
Well, look, the past is the past. The future is organic.
It's been a tumultuous week in Cape Town with people being tear-gassed in riots in the city. Why was this an emergency?
People on Facebook, several of whom I actually know, were angry.
Oh, well, you can't possibly have that.
Exactly.
And so, what solution did you come up with? That they'll find a way to respect the history of the site?
I said they could come and run the market at my place. You know, Leeuwenhof.
Well, thank goodness you averted that crisis.
Thank you. It's all about priorities. Kale and horseradish smoothie, anyone? It's Johan's favorite.
Chester Missing was victorious in court last week with Steve Hofmeyr's case being dismissed with damages.
The ruling enshrined our legal right to call Steve Hofmeyr a racist. You're a racist asshole, Steve.
Oh, you'll have to take a number, Deborah.
Bloody racist.
I had to figure out a system. It was mad.
You are a disgrace to Afrikaners, racist bliksem.
Does any of this in any way get through to you?
Well, album sales are up.
Justice!
What? It looked fun. You are a racist piece of shit.
You know, I might join you.
'Tis almost the season to eat, drink, and make merry.
With holidays on the horizon, medical experts are once again advising people to exercise moderation.
Hello, viewers. We're all guilty of,
I knew it! Dr. Death, it's about time you confessed.
as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, we're all guilty of overindulging during the Christmas season.
Sorry.
Drinking and eating too much places our organs under tremendous strain. We poison ourselves, or we are poisoned by others.
What is the worst thing for the heart, Dr. Death?
The worst? Gunshots. Yes, I would have to say gunshots are very bad for the heart.
So what should we do to protect our more vulnerable organs?
Drink in moderation, cut out the carbs, and wear a bulletproof vest.
Are you really the best person to advise people on health matters, Mr. Basson?
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
For now.
You know, you're looking a bit pale, Deborah. Remember, I do house calls.
So, good news about that huge drop in the price of petrol, hey?
Not really.
What? Oh, come on, of course it's good news.
It's actually bad news. If the collapse of the energy sector triggers a wave of defaults to the high-yield debt market, stocks will hit and everyone will suffer.
Sorry about this, folks. Justice is obviously having some kind of meltdown. We'll be back in a moment.
I'm having trouble with my girlfriend.
Man, all girls are trouble. I warned you.
She keeps telling me I don't have enough endurance in the bedroom, that I rush.
Well, you know, there's actually something you can take for that.
Baby, are you coming?
Just a minute.
Oh, manly. For longer lasting energy.
Have you calmed down?
Sorry about that. I just spent an entire night watching CNBC. There are some things that we just shouldn't know about.
Are you saying ignorance really is bliss?
It sure is.
Huh. From now on, I'm going to play dumb.
Cool. I'll play dumber.
Oh, God. Please just read the news.
It's a bleak time for the South African economy, with forecasters predicting a few rocky years till recovery.
The load shedding instituted by Eskom will have a marked effect on revenue.
We are joined by Minister of Finance Nhlanhla Nene to talk about our economic landscape. Mr. Nene, welcome to Puppet Nation.
Mr. Nene, do you feel like South Africa is sitting in a precarious place?
Thank you for having me, Deborah. It is all a question of balance. There are definite challenges, but we mustn't anticipate disaster.
The gold price is falling, and the oil price is falling. What else will fall?
Well, Deborah, hopefully interest rates. In fact, I'm chairing a committee to...
Generations returned to our screens this week to general disapproval from die-hard fans.
We are joined by two of them who wanted to share their opinions.
Mr. Vavi, Mr. Mbalula? This is a surprise.
As an issue involving a labor dispute.
As an issue involving recreation, which is in my job title, it behooves me...
Surely an independent TV show isn't under either of your...
I protect workers' rights.
Protecting and enhancing the superlativeness of national treasures of an entertainistic milieu.
Mr. Vavi, the actors aren't COSATU members. Was this merely a good publicity opportunity for you?
Yes, the show's producer, Mfundi Vundla, was quoted as saying, Vavi tried to with my show.
I resent that allegation, as I am purely driven by my passion for justice and
Please,
of course...
man, you are driven by your passion for Sophie Ndaba.
And you are still pining for Connie.
I will ban you from my generation's fan page on Facebook if you bring my reputation into disrepute.
I will show you who the real diva is.
Bring it, Union Boy.
Fascinating insights into the new generation show from fans.
President Zuma has filed a notice to oppose Winnie Madikizela-Mandela's application to have access to certain government documents.
Madikizela-Mandela is trying to prove Madiba may have committed land fraud when he registered a plot of land in his own name.
Mac, just the man we wanted to speak to. Why is President Zuma opposing Winnie's application? Really? Okay, let's try another one. Winnie claims that Dalingebo gave her the land when Mandela was imprisoned. What's the president's position on that? This is fun. Mac, what do you think the president will say when he appears before Parliament next year?
That's the first straight answer we've gotten from you all year. You're probably right. Thanks, Mac. Let's leave it there for now.
People of South Africa,
including but not limited to citizens, immigrants, tourists.
We at the DA
Literally all of us.
want to wish you a happy,
Kaleidoscopic
joyous
Or appropriately reflective,
holiday season.
or busy work period.
depending.
Very good teamwork, guys.
Happy Kwanzaa, Musi.
No, Helen.
Welcome to Hardshot, where this week I'll be shouting at someone who I've never shouted at before, which makes me really excited. Welcome, EFF Land Commissar Andile It makes me really angry that I cannot say that right. It's so much harder to yell at you when I cannot say your name.
Typical of a middle-class white mentality. For success, attitude is equally as important as ability. As filthy colonialist Walter Scott once said...
You mean maybe if I shout at you, I'll succeed? Okay. Mr. Nhlanhla, surely your talk of land reclamation is dangerous and likely to incite violence like the massive problems in Malemaville?
See, it worked.
Yes. Now answer the question.
Well, as Leopold said, we abuse land because we regard it as a commodity belonging to us.
Which means?
Us fighters must rise up and reclaim what is rightfully ours. To quote...
Oh my God, do you just read books of quotes all night?
The more things you read, the more things you know. And the more you learn, the more places you'll go.
Is that Dr. Seuss?
I memorized his complete works by the time I was 5.
Don't you find it sickening that you sit around spouting quotes and rhetoric while out there real people who are suffering believe every word you say is true?
Jean-Paul Sartre.
I don't care what John Paul Sartre said.
What do you want to say right now to all the EFF supporters out there about land reclamation and the use of violence?
If I can rephrase a concept of Karl Marx's...
No, you cannot. Use your own brain for sakes. You obviously have one. Grow some balls and say something for yourself.
Wow, I love the way the vein on your forehead throbs when you get really angry.
Ah, thank you. Took a lot of practice.
I'd love to learn how for my next rally.
What you need to try and do is concentrate all your energy just above your left eye and then yell really hard.
Jacob Zuma is an embarrassment to our country, comrade. We, the EFF, are steadfast in our fight. We will never surrender.
Keep practicing.
Pay back
that
the
was
money.
EFF
Jacob
MP
Zuma
and Land
is
Commissar
shit.
Andile.
I said, Jacob Zuma is an embarrassment to our country.
So, have you done your Christmas shopping yet?
Are you mad? It's still November.
Actually, it's December.
What? When did that happen?
When did it happen? At midnight on the 30th of November, almost a week ago.
Oh, holy crap! That's like
19 slips until Christmas! Roughly.
That's all? I've got to go shopping.
Right now, in the middle of the show?
I will never make it otherwise. Do you have any idea how many presents I have to buy? I am Catholic, for God's sake. There are like 450 people in my family.
We are going to take a short break while I get Deborah to calm down.
Thanks.
Thanks for what?
My Coke.
Zidi?
Thanks. Thanks, eh?
Huh?
Aw, thank you.
Oh, come on, man, damn it! Can't I have a... Oh. Jive. So, Barack Obama wants all cops to wear cameras from now on.
I think it's a good idea. Unlike cops, cameras don't lie.
I'm sure Scott will have more on that in the US news.
I'm not so sure, Justice. Did you know the camera puts on 5 kilos? Shucks, am I live already?
Let me get this straight. If a cop had to shoot you, your biggest worry would be whether you looked fat in the video?
I plead the fifth.
Just shut up and read the news.
Tensions remain high across the U.S. after the verdict in the Mike Brown case in Ferguson last week, as well as the killing of Tamir Rice in Cleveland. Joining us is a spokesperson for the Cleveland Police Department.
Hello, Scott.
You are facing a very serious situation there in Cleveland. Public perception is not exactly in favor of the police force right now.
Yes, and we have a new foolproof plan to address the problem.
Really? Wow, what is that?
We've instituted a new mandatory Hug a Black policy for all policemen and women.
What now?
A Hug a Black policy. You may have seen the photo of the policeman hugging a black boy, which went viral. Well, we want to replicate that image throughout Cleveland.
And is the policy working for you?
Well, we're finding out. Hang on. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Come back here! I need to hug you! Sorry, just something I needed to take care of. Stop immediately! Put your hands up so I can hug you, damn it! Freeze! Now!
Breaking news out of Washington, D.C. Due to a catastrophic tanning mishap, Speaker of the House John Boehner's skin tone has progressed from orange to infrared. I repeat, John Boehner has tanned himself invisible. We take you now live to a statement from President Obama.
Personally, I look forward to serving alongside the nation's first visibly impaired member of Congress.
Will the Speaker's newfound transparency change your relationship with him?
I doubt that the fact that I can't see him will stop him from standing in my way. In fact, I'm pretty sure he tripped me while I was jogging this morning. Frankly, this whole thing weirds me out. The guy was creepy enough when you could see him. Now he could be anywhere. For all I know, he was watching me shower. He might be in the room right now. Look, there he is. I see you, Boehner. For God's sake, put some clothes on, man. Jeez.
Over 100 years ago, the United States government set aside an area in Montana containing 150 glaciers, creating Glacier National Park. Now scientists report that thanks to global warming, within as little as 30 years, Glacier National Park might not have any glaciers left.
Serves those stupid glaciers right for not learning to adapt. Luckily, I know what to do.
Oh, Lord, Mr. Trump, no one wants to hear your opinion about this.
Hear me out, Scott. Once all the stupid glaciers melt, we'll have all those beautiful mountains and valleys. So we need to make sure we preserve those.
Really?
Really. So we can turn them into the world's largest skee-ball game. Cut the forest into giant rings, miles across. People roll boulders down the hill, zoom! They go flying up there, squash a bunch of bighorn sheep, $500 a pop. What's more American than skee-ball?
Pristine natural wilderness?
Yeah, but wait till you see the ticket machine. Tickets the size of Escalades. And when you win a big plastic comb, you'll never guess.
I think I can guess.
It's going to be a really big plastic comb. It's going to be huge.
I'm happy to say that the government is never going to go along with this idea.
It will if we can get the right guy into office. Chuck E. Cheese 2016.
My name's Gary and South African rhino.
The year is 2016. Gary and Karen are the last of the white rhinos and have been relocated to Australia.
When the Department of Tourism offered me and Karen a free visit to Australia, we weren't sure. Karen was scared of dingoes because of the movie she'd seen, so I must say, hey, Sydney isn't so bad. I just imagine we're in Bergfleet. Come in, I'll show you around. This is our kitchen area. This is where we're going to entertain guests when we make new friends in the neighbourhood.
Gary, we're the last rhinos in the world. We don't have any friends.
Karen can be quite pessimistic. This is where me and Karen work out. I can't use the exercise bike because, we don't have opposable thumbs, eh? Shame. It's nice of them to think of it, though, eh? Karen uses it as a yoga room when she gets stressed, which is daily.
I heard that.
All right, Karen, I'm trying to talk to the TV people, all right? It's not always about you.
Will Gary adapt to his new environment? Will Karen integrate with the local herd? Find out on Gary and Karen, the last white rhinos, coming in 2015.
And that, folks, was our penultimate episode for the year.
You might have to explain what penultimate means.
Oh, come on. Do you think our viewers are idiots?
No. I'm just saying it's a big word. We don't often use words with 4 syllables.
3.
4. Penultimate.
3. Penultimate.
Folks, I'm going to have to let Deborah win this one because it's the season for forgiving.
Come on, you mean the season 4 giving.
Whatever. You still haven't explained what penultimate means.
It means second to last.
So in other words, folks, next week is our last episode for the year. Woohoo!
Yay!
See you then. Bye.
Oh, Tada, I had a terrible dream. I dreamt you had gone. Tada! Oh, my Lord, Tada. My dear, dear friend. So it is true. It wasn't just a bad dream. You have left us. Oh, no. You know, we are going to miss you. I'm going to miss you. You were just one of a kind, Nelson. You led us through the valley of desolation. Not exactly into the land of milk and honey, but you got us here, and you have been such a brave and honorable warrior, a statesman, a politician, and above all, just a human being, a great example of God's grace.
Oh, Desmond, my friend, it's wonderful. So wonderful.
But Dada, you have died. What are you doing here? Am I imagining you? Usisipocho? Are you a ghost?
No, Desmond, I am really here, just in a different way now. I will always be with you, with every South African, with everyone.
Dada, I'm curious. Tell me, what is it like there?
Desmond, there was a huge reception party for me. It's been a great reunion. Oliver, Walter, my son Makato, my parents, Chief Letuli, Helen Zille, Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, a lot of ordinary people who never made it to the news. There is a huge crowd there, but they are very well behaved. I don't have to organize a rebellion.
Oh, Tara, that's wonderful, but, I'm just a little bit jealous,
Don't be. The big man says he knows all about you, and we have left a special place at the table for you, my old friend.
Are you sure the big man is not a woman? I always thought it would be a woman. But anyway, can you ask him or her just to keep me a little bit of ice cream and a drop of rum? It's my favorite.